Hello, good afternoon, Floss Tube. It's me, Rebecca, Route 66 Stitcher again. Apologies for the last debacle. I think that was Floss Tube number 4, if I was keeping count. It actually had some audio problems and difficulties with it, so thank you for your patience. I've decided to go ahead and claim a redo, or a do-over, however you want to put it, and try this again. I do live in an area that is being either weaned off of a solar panel farm for the energy source or being put on one, and depending on who you talk to in this area as to which way that's going. Either way you look at it, we have a lot of flickering in the electricity in this area at times, and it doesn't cause enough, it's not enough of a surge to actually cause electronics to shut completely down, but it is enough to actually mess with some of the components within the systems. So it's been quite the ride. Welcome. Hopefully you've had a very restful holiday weekend. It is the Sunday after Thanksgiving if you are in the United States. It is later in the afternoon than I normally It is the Sunday after Thanksgiving if you were in the United States. It's a little darker than I normally It is the Sunday after Thanksgiving if you're from the United States, or long holiday break, National Day of Reflection for Native Americans. Been a very long, very peaceful weekend for me, and hopefully it has been for everybody else. I got quite a bit of done. So I am going to be showing you some updates from the Floss Tube number 4, and also going back over some of the stuff that you couldn't hear about to begin with. So there we go. Let's get right into it. I do have a couple full finishes this time around. You have seen this before. This is Scary 2, a bowl full of scaries from Paulette Stewart of Plum Street Samplers. There we go. Scary 2, Plum Street Samplers. I got this as a quasi kit. It did actually contain the floss. So the floss on this is the called for. And the linen is an unnamed kind of, I think it's a grab bag linen from Mystic Fabrics. I decided to go ahead and finish it off with a, oh Lord, cannot get rid of all the cat fur to save my life. This is a black chenille finishing. I think I actually previously showed you this as a finished object, but not fully finished at the time. This is a kind of a wool scrap I got at the local little wool shop that's in the area. So there we go. I got that finished, and that's going out the door to my tea bag for Christmas. And my tea bag stands for the beloved Aunt Jen's. I've called her that since time began. So this is getting packed away and in the box tonight to go to the post office tomorrow. I've also finished Ink Circles, Colorful World Striped Skunk. I bought this as a kit, complete kit, at Needlework Galleria. It was a new kit that Tracy Horner, the designer, was putting out for Needlework Galleria. And I think in the last Floss Tube I showed you that I had actually gotten it all stitched together. I just hadn't done any of the hand stitching or put any trim on it. Oops, sorry about that. And there's a little stinker. Really, really cute. And it came together really well, and I went with a black chenille on it as well. So I had a black chenille hand sewing party here at the house over the long weekend break. And for those of you who work in retail, bless your hearts. It had to be a really long weekend for you as well. I do have a full finish. It's not completely finished yet. I had to order some trim for it. I have some mini black palms on the way. And this is, I think I've told you before, I own an embarrassing number of the Meow the Merrier kits, and this is No Ordinary Cats by Mojo Stitches, the Needlework Fall Expo 2021, and it was part of the Meow the Merrier. And what I did for this finish is I actually folded it in half, so I have the cat on one side of it, and then I have the wording on the other. And I did this on, doesn't show really well on camera. I was trying to get this to show a little better than it does. And it's not reading well. This is actually a pink gray. It's pink gray. It's an unnamed linen grab bag from Mystic Fabrics, and I did this with Fiberlicous Yummy Fibers. This is called Cinnamon Rolls, and Dinky Dyes Black Coral. Little étulé going on with this, and this is 3799. It's a black treasure word braid, and it's a full finish again, waiting on the mini black palms. I do have this filled with lavender buds, hence why I'm sounding kind of froggy, for lack of a better word. And it's not refillable because I sewed it together like you would a Biscornu. I just folded it in half and whip stitches the edges together. And here's what it looks like. There are no ordinary cats, and I did the cats, the lettering in the treasure braid. And then here's what the beast looks like. And it is so teeny tiny. I put her a little collar and some green eyes. And it really, little mini palms around the edges, and I think that's going to be, that'll finish it up. And so that's the full finish that I have for today. And then I previously showed these, just to show these again. So they come out in the last one, was the Petal Pusher Pick Your Own Pumpkin. And I did this white pumpkin, the ecru pumpkin. Stop it. I did the ecru pumpkin, this one here. And this is on, actually it's a hand-dyed weaver's cloth from the Bonny Bee, and the color is pumpkin. And I did this with Valdani. It turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. I think charm, maybe a little tassel thing, kind of brighten that up a little bit. I think it turned out pretty good. I really like using the hand-dyed weaver's cloth, I think, because this took forever and a lot of thread to do just on its own. I can't even imagine having done all of the background around it as well. If you'll notice, I did leave off the additional leaves on the sides of the pumpkin over in this area. I didn't know how those would look, so I just left those off for now since I didn't do the complete circles around. Might add those back in, I don't know. I haven't decided how I'm going to finish it yet, so I'll cross that bridge when I get to it later. And then I had talked about doing this. This is Olde Orchard by Rose Clay Stadia, and Rose Clay out of Three Sheep Studio, excuse me. And I did the tree. And I also did this on weaver's cloth, a hand-dyed weaver's cloth from the Bonny Bee. And this hand-dyed color is called Falling Leaves. And she still has this. Hold, please. I don't know why I'd even try. And again, these are using the just little rule scraps that I found at the local wool store. And I think it came out pretty cool. I would do a lot different if I was to do this again. I would use a much more variegated and lighter color for the actual tree trunk and branches. And I would probably go with some lighter colors on some of the wool circles as well. I think how I'm going to try to lighten this up is I'm going to go back in and do some decorative stitches, maybe some herringbone, maybe even some beading on these wool coins, and see if I can't lighten that up a little bit. And again, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this once I finish all of that. So this is something that will go in the closet for a while until I figure out how I'm going to finish and what I'm going to do with that. So that is done as well, and I really like these hand-dyed weaver's cloth. I can't even imagine how much time it would have taken if I had put in that entire background. It would have been a completely different look. Can't even fit both of those in there. There we go. It would have been a completely different look, no doubt about it. And again, some of that different, I think it would have turned out differently if I'd made better choices on some of the colors in this to begin with. That way. So, and again, this is out of Primitive Needle, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, and this is the fall 2015 version. I got this magazine for free. It may have been in the giveaway pile. No, I bought the fall 2021 version at Needlework Galleria, and they actually were giving those away as part of the package. So yeah, that's where I got that from. Sorry, I apologize. It was very nice of them to give that to us. What else do I have going on? Well, I started on the Bigfoot Bunch. Again, Plum Street Samplers. This came out, I want to say 2020-ish. So it's not real old, but it's been around for a while, and I do apologize. The sun is hitting just at the wrong angle right now. So, and I started on this, and I am using most of the called for. And this is a grab bag linen from Mystic Linens, and I have done the outside on these leaves over here. I've done the outline on those, and that's about as far as I've gotten on that. And then I put that to the side because I picked up, this is something that I wanted to really focus on, was a Peaceful Pondering Biscornu from Meridian Designs. I got this at Needlework Galleria. It was part of the round robin, one of the round robin kits that we got one night, and it came with everything except actually the floss drops in the corner measure is from Needlework Galleria. It came with the floss, it came with the fabric beads. They even shrunk wrap a little bit of polyfill to fill it with, and I have the top done. I have all of the top done with the exception of the beading. So the beading still to go on, and then the bottom. And the bottom does not look the same. The bottom actually has butterflies on it. So that'll be interesting. I can't wait to get back to that as well and get that finished up. But what I've been spending most of my time on this week, I actually got quite a bit done over the past 3 days, is on my Peppermint Purple Blackwork 2021 SAL. And this is the companion piece to the 2020 Blackwork SAL that I've been working on. I think when I first started these floss tubes about 2 months ago, I had only done the first 2 weeks of January, so I was way behind, and I put some time and effort into it, and here's where I'm at. I have this rectangle right here to fill in. I have the pattern for that, that's been released, but these other 5 empty spots are the 5 remaining weeks of the year. So all I have to do is fill in that one rectangle, and I am caught up, with the exception of whatever I'm gonna write, or maybe even just do as a fill, and then the border. And I'm gonna do the border the same as I did for the 2020. I'm just gonna do the Art Deco, very abbreviated, very easy kind of border. And I don't know what to say about 2021. It seems like it's been 2020 all over again. And again, this is using the Treenway silks, which is out of Lakewood, Colorado. It's a Colorado company. And so that's pretty much it for the whippage. I do have some haul to show you. I did order the Cottage Garden Threads Nudies kit. And again, these don't have any names associated with them. They only come just as they are in the package. And these are spectacular. They ended up being about, I was kind of hesitant to buy them. I have been wanting to try Cottage Garden Threads, but again, they're not cheap, and you have to order them from Australia, literally, at this point, or somebody who can get them from Australia for you. And so when they put out the Nudie package, I thought about it, and I thought about it a lot. So 30 pack, and not cheap, but when you put it all together with the shipping and the cost of the kit, the pack itself, and then the shipping, it's only like just a little bit over $2 a skein. And so I was going to say it's not like it go bad, but I know that fibers can get old, so maybe they can go bad, but I'll use them before then. So very happy with that purchase. I did get a Mystic Fabrics bit bag, scored a bit bag in one of the games. I'm pretty happy with it. I got a whole bunch of stuff to play with, along with literally the most beautiful fabric in the world. This is called Hello Beautiful. And I love it. It's just going to be gonna need just the right pattern. Just the right pattern. And again, this is from Mystic's Fabric. It's called Hello Beautiful. It was her fabric of the month for October. I'm not in her fabric of the month club anymore, but I still play the games, and I still get a lot of her really good fabrics every now and then when I can score one. And since I last tried this, I have had my Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers come in for this month. Here we go. And these are the silks for November. And they're really pretty. did a great job on that. And I do have to give a shout out to the enabler at Joann's on Wednesday before Thursday, Thanksgiving, for the, yes, you need to buy all of this. And plus, didn't you know they were having sale on strung beads, $1.99 for a strand of beads. And I was like, I have no idea what I would do with strand of beads. I was there to pick up some Anchor floss just to give it a try. It was $5 for $2, I think was the price, and I just wanted to try a few of them without making a big commitment. And she was like, no, you need to buy some beads. You need to buy some beads. You can make some floss fobs. You can make scissor fobs. You can make stick pins for your Biscornus. You can do all sorts of stuff with them, which of course I've never done before in my life, but quite the enabler. And then, special shout out for all of the enablers that were there, also on the bead aisle going, oh no, did you see this? And there you go. So I went in for Anchor floss and came away with pretty much, I don't know. I have no idea what I was thinking. So yeah, good job, enablers. I might figure out something to do with them at some point. I guess I'm going to have to learn how to make floss fobs and scissor fobs and, I don't know, stuff. So that was truly unexpected, which is how shopping sometimes should be. First, always have to increase the stash, even if you don't know what you're going to do with it sometimes. Anyhow, that's pretty much all I have for now. Thank you so much for your patience and coming back to try number 4 again, especially with the updates. And I hope everybody had a very restful break, and I look forward to my next one, which will be hopefully just a little before the holiday season break coming up in December. Everybody stay safe and healthy. Bye.